Alright, we're going to talk about how to beat Beerus. This one was actually a little bit tricky. I can't even front on that. This one was a little bit tricky. When it comes to trying to build a team of SRs, level 1 SRs at that can beat him, it was tricky. It was so tricky that I actually ended up buffing 2 of my figures. So, my Super Saiyan Goku and my Angry Vegeta that I'm going to use, I'm going to place both of them here on the right column. I need them to take out his Goku. That's the first thing you want to do, is take out his Goku. So put your heaviest hitters on the right side. See, now if you wouldn't have put his Goku in the same column that I put my 2 guys, I would have had to restart. So that's the first issue, is every time you place your figures, if he doesn't put Goku where you put your 2 figures, you got to restart. He's either going to put him in the middle or in the right. If you have 2 figures that work well in the middle, then I would use the middle 2 columns. If you have 2 figures that work well in the right, like the opposing skills, then put them in the right column. But either way, you got to put him wherever he puts Goku. If he doesn't put Goku where you put your 2 figures, you got to restart. If that Goku survives, this will not work, because he will knock down your ultimate gauge. That being said, I actually had to cheat a little bit to do this. I actually had to go back and level up my Angry Vegeta and my Super Saiyan Goku. They could not take down this Goku. They couldn't do it. It was insane. I came with them both being level 1 and they couldn't do it. Even with all these attack buffs, I even had to go back and give my Goku a defense buff, because this Goku also hits fairly hard. When it comes to SRs, he hits fairly hard. So I had to give him some defense buffs as well. It looks hard when I do it with these SRs, but it's not. If you do it with URs, if you switch out my SRs with your URs and you make sure they hit hard as heck, and you make sure the front guy, see what I mean? And you make sure the one in front can tank Goku's attack and then dish it back, everything should go smoothly. It's not hard at all. I've already done this with URs and I demolished Beerus. This works perfectly. Most likely there are better ways to take out Beerus. Most likely there are 100% better ways to do this, but the problem is that the other ways would require URs, and it would require specific URs that not everybody has. That's why I do these the way I do them. I do them with SRs, that way people can, and I said this in my Vados video, I said this in the Goku Blue video, I use SRs so you can switch them out with your URs, and it's pretty much guaranteed to win. If I can do it with an SR, then of course if you switch out URs that are similar but stronger, you should be guaranteed to win. And you'll see right here, if either one of my guys missed their additional attack just now, this wouldn't have worked at all. That's it, yeah. That was a problem. Back when they were level 1, it was a real problem. So I had to buff both of them up. I think they're both level 40 now. Everybody else is still level 1. Everybody else is okay. So now you want to cover up all 3 columns. In the first turn, I should have mentioned this, I put an SR Gohan all the way to the left with Beerus. I don't think it matters if you put him in the middle or the left, as long as he blocks one of them so they don't destroy you. Because his Beerus and his Vegeta, they both hit hard as crap. So as long as you're blocking one of them, good. But also, I don't have any defense items or anything on the first Gohan. He had absolutely nothing on him, because you don't want him to survive. You want Beerus to take him out. That way you'll be guaranteed to get your ult on the next turn after this one. So you put out the first Gohan, you have your 2 guys take out Goku, you get your Gohan, he gets taken out, but he also builds up your ultimate gauge. On the next turn, you just fill up all 3 columns. You put your second Gohan out there, your 2 guys, you spread them out to fill up all the columns. All 3 of them are going to die, but that's okay, we don't need them anymore after this. The second Gohan, I put Master's HP under 50% debuffs on him. That way, if they do hit your Master hard enough to get your HP under 50%, he'll debuff their speed and he'll debuff their defense. So that way, at least you're guaranteed to kill these 3 when you do your ult. You don't really need it as long as you have somebody that hits hard enough, but just in case, it doesn't hurt to put it on him. So that's it. That's all you gotta do. You sacrifice all 4 of your people. It sucks to say it, but that's what you gotta do. You gotta sacrifice almost your entire team. Then you put somebody out there with the 0-1 skills. I have Kaba because he's amazing for an SR, but there's so many URs you could use who will just wipe the entire field. But I have Kaba, since I'm only using SRs. Wipe the field. Whoever's left over, you put Kaba in whatever section. Actually, this Vegeta's going to stop Kaba from even moving. What am I talking about? That was Frieza that just did it. So, honestly, that doesn't even matter. If you can move, whoever's left over, put your guy wherever they're going to be and take them out. Or you can just leave him right there and go straight for Beerus and take him out. That's probably the better idea, because if you do that, you can just instantly go into the next turn, and then you can probably get the Spirit Bomb, pop him with the Spirit Bomb, but even if you don't get the Spirit Bomb, it doesn't matter. And also, I lost all 4 of my guys, but you probably won't. If you use your URs, then there's a good chance that you won't lose them. If you do, if you don't, honestly, it doesn't matter. As long as you make it to this part right here, you're good. You're good. You know something? This video feels like it's one big mess. I'm not gonna lie. It's just, it's hard for me to explain this and making it sound so easy when my entire team is just about dead. My guy has less than 50% of his HP left. I don't know, I feel weird talking about this because I'm making it sound like it's so freaking easy, but yeah, you're looking at it and it's like, well, your entire team's dead, dude. But I don't know, the whole time I was doing this video, I was like sitting there explaining it, and I was like, man, they're gonna look at it and be like, what is this guy talking about? He's getting wrecked. But this is all part of the plan. Trust me, this is all part of the plan. Everything is going according to plan. It just looks hard because I'm using SRs. Let me throw that out there again. I'm just using SRs, low-level SRs with that. These guys aren't even maxed out. Like, Kaba right here is level 1 for... No, wait. He's actually level 20. I had to buff him up too, actually, so he could hit a little bit harder. Because Beerus actually had a little bit too much HP for him to handle. So I had to... Well, that was back before I did the defense debuff on one of the Gohans, so he probably could have done it now at level 1. But just to be sure, I had to buff him up too. Man, this, I can't lie, this was no joke. Using SRs against Beerus was no joke. But, like I said, just use your URs and this will go so much smoother. Like how he needed an additional just now to beat Beerus, you don't need that with the UR. Freaking, when I was testing this out with URs, I used Vados. Just for the hell of it. I used Vados with the 0-1 skills and she freaking demolished him. This was not a problem at all with URs. But if you don't want to do it this way, if you don't like the way this way looks, you could actually do the second turn ult. It does work on Beerus. You would just have to keep restarting until his Goku's not in his posing skill. His posing spots are in the middle back and in your right column in the front. If he's in any of those 2 positions, just keep restarting until he's not there anymore. Do the second turn ult, wipe the field, take out the next 2 guys, you're done. That's it. So, alright, we're done here. That's it. That's it. That's it. Cue my outro music. I don't have one. Damn.